Hey guys, you've got some interesting words for the story A Symphony of Whales. We're going to be using this map, this page, because it has base words and suffixes. Suffixes are added onto the end of the word. It helps to describe the word a little bit better. So I wanted to show you this Y rule because it affects a couple of the words that you have in your list. Plus it's a really good rule to learn. Let's see, I don't want to get marker on my book. This is from the Phonics and Spelling Through Phoneme Grapheme Mapping by Catherine Grace. What is the Y rule? If the letter before the final Y is a vowel, you keep the Y and add any suffix. And here's some examples. If the letter before the final Y is a consonant, change the Y to an I before you add any suffix, except when the suffix begins with an I. See the word ing? You leave the Y because the suffix starts with an I. Spied, you add the ed. The letter before the Y is a consonant. The E is the first letter of the suffix, so you change the Y to an I. I wanted to show you that because that affects the first word of our list. The first word of our list, I'm going to do the base word or root word first, and then we'll do the suffix. So the base word is going to be beauty, beauty, B-E-A-U-T-Y. The suffix we're going to add is full, full. Now, the Y at the end of the base word with a consonant in front of it, we change the Y to an I except for when the suffix starts with an I. There's no I, so we change the Y to an I and add the suffix full. Now if you remember the floss rule, you double the F, L, or S after a single syllable word with a single short vowel. Now you see this is the L following a U, but this is not a single syllable word. This whole thing has multiple syllables. So the floss rule does not apply when you see just this. It applies to the whole word. The next base word is help. E-L-P. Help. Please make sure your line goes under the writing line and your bubble sits on the writing line. The suffix is full. It's okay when we're working in these charts to have a gap between your base word and your suffix, or your base word and your prefix. It's because we're looking at the different parts. When you write it on your spelling test, you're going to put the word all together. The next base word is cheer. Cheer. E is two E's. Cheer. And the suffix full. Cheerful. The next base word is pain. A is spelled with an A-I. N. Pain. With the suffix full. Painful. Now we're going to change the suffix to a different suffix. We're going to do ness. Ness. The first base word is going to be kind. K-I-N-D. Now I wanted to tell you about this. This is a single vowel followed by one or more consonants. The syllable type is closed, which means it should be a short vowel. I. Kind. But in I-N-D, I-L-D, like wild and mild, these are called word relatives where the I is going to be long. I-N-D, I-L-D. The vowel is long. Kind, and the suffix ness, N-E-S-S, kindness. The next word, base word, is ill. I feel ill, ill. That is the floss rule. You double the F, L, or S in a single syllable word following a single short vowel. Ill, and then we add the suffix ness. Ness. The next word is fair. Fair, F-A-I-R, fair, and ness is the suffix. Fairness. Let me stop there for this half of the spelling, and then we'll get started with the second half.